Hey, I'm gonna talk a little bit about the Raid 2. You know what? It never came out around me, which really pissed me off because the first one did, and I fucking love the first one. The first Raid 1, is one of my all-time favorite action movies. It was brutal. It was awesome. I mean, there wasn't great dialogue or a lot of story, but it knew what it was. It went balls to the wall. It was fucking awesome. I love the raid. Even the subtitle Redemption really didn't say much or mean much, but eh, the movie was just great. I loved it, every second of it. So when uh, the Raid 2 started showing around, when I was seeing trailers for it, I was fired up. And we get a lot of shitty movies around here. We get movies that like no one wants to see. Like no theater else will show it. The local theater around here, the art like the artsy low budget one will show the artsy independent films. And I was really looking forward to the Raid 2. I really was. Never came out, and I had to wait for it, and I just saw it, and this fucking movie is awesome. Awesome. It really is. I mean, it's totally different from the Raid. I mean, they could have it, titled it anything else, uh, and but it still would have fit inside. I mean, it still fits inside the universe of the Raid. Um, it's just that they could have it could have been named anything. Um, there's no real Raid in it. Um, it picks up right after the end of the first one. Uh, Rama's brother is he's still beat up, and he's in the middle of a field, and this guy Bijo Benjo, I can't. I'm gonna butcher names. Just letting you know. Um, Talks about how like there's there's a difference between ambition and limitation, and every man should know his limitations. Like he knows his, and basically just puts a bullet right in. Another guy comes up, boom, shoots Rama's brother right in the head, and right after the bang, cut right to the Raid 2. And again, once again, picks right up after the first one. We see Rama, that dirty old cop from the first movie, and the dude who got all fucked up and limped out of there at the end of the first one. They're in like a they're in like a secret kind of police station, and Rama hands this detective a box of tapes. They take the injured cop and they take him to the hospital, and without saying anything, this special detective trying to bring down 30 cops. I don't know. You know what? I don't even know if they really say his name. Um, just blows that 30 cop away. Like puts 1,000 bullets in him, and he says it's because we're doing this to protect you, Rama. He would have blown the whistle, and they're saying that to stop uh, the corruption in the city, they need names, not just tapes. They gotta really have they really gotta have dirt to bring down. Reza is the one guy's name. So they say, you're gonna go, you gotta get in trouble and go to prison. Not, you know, the one guy Uko. He's father or he's son to like the head of one of these crime families called the Grutos, Groto, and he's been in prison. So we need you to beat up the kid that testified and put him there. Don't kill him because you'll go forever, but just enough that you get a couple of months in there. So it turns out that Rama, he goes through extra training that we don't see, but he gets trained. They said they tell him he needs extra training, and it turns out instead of a couple of months, he's getting 3 years in prison because he paralyzed the kid. And this is all intercut with a scene of Rama in a bathroom in the prison, and it keeps going back to him seeing his wife and telling her that he's got to go on this mission. Then it cuts back to him standing in front of this bathroom door, and then it goes back to the cop saying that we'll protect her, and then then now there's people banging on the bathroom door, the stall door, and then he goes back, and it's really cool. And then the door kicks open, and like 800 inmates are trying to kill Rama, and he beats the shit out of a ton of them, and it's brutal too. Like he slams one guy's head right into. It's just like the first one. I mean, the punches, you feel your body hurts after each. Every time somebody gets their ass kicked. I mean, it's brutally vicious in its fight scenes. It really is. It's harsh. It is. And then we have so this guy that Rama needs to get close to, Uko. He's like kind of controlling the gang. Like, I guess there's two big factions in the prison. And this guy Uko, he's like running one of them, and he tells Rama he's got to pick a side because lonely people don't survive. And they're sitting outside. Rama's got like a sweeper, like a hand sweeper, not like a vacuum cleaner, but like a bristle kind. And he notices like shit's going on. Like, there's one guy talking to a guard. There's a bunch of inmates walking around, and meanwhile the yard is just a mud pit. And then we get like he stops Uko from getting killed, and we have this like 5-minute just kick-ass battle scene between all these guys. All the inmates are going at it, and Rama's trying to fucking save himself, but kill Uko save Uko at the same time. He's beating the shit out of people. He's stabbing people. His broom thing gets broken, and he's using that. It's really just fucking awesome. Every second on screen, every fight scene on screen is fucking awesome. So 3 years pass after that, and it turns out that Uko and Rama's now YUDA, Yuda. Yeah, you think that's it. Have become good friends, and Uko picks up Rama and brings him to meet his dad. His dad wants to say thank you, and as he's leaving the prison, Rama pulls out this little bug and tosses it on the ground. And he meets the dad, and the dad says thank you, but he makes Rama strip down to nothing. And there's another guy there called Ika, EKA, and he basically he says, look, we're forever grateful what you did for my son, but you work for me, that's business. Fuck up, you're out. And from there, Rama and Uka and Ika kind of start enforcing like they're basically collectors and enforcers. And you can see that Yuka's got a serious chip up his sleeve, or chip on his shoulder. Like, he beats up a hooker. He's just really pissed off all the time. He's just mad that his father won't give him more of the action, more responsibility. And we get to see Mad Dog comes back. Mad Dog comes back as like a homeless fucking psychopathic hitman with a heart of gold. He's not Mad Dog, but he's the same actor. But like I said, he's a homeless guy, and he is fucking badass. he is brutal in this movie. Not like he was in in the Raid, but he's awesome in this. He really is. He's awesome. Um, so yeah, no, there's a couple other cameos from other movies. If you saw VHS 2, the segment Safe Haven, the cult leader is in the cult leader from that is in this as like he makes porn, but like I don't know, it doesn't look legal because like um one girl comes out from behind a curtain with this big ass strap on, and she's mad that they just grabbed some homeless guy and is who's never had his been fucked in the ass. It's a surreal scene. But okay, so um Uka or Uko and um Banjo or uh Bijo. And you'll know who I'm talking about when you see the movie because he walks with a cane and he has sunglasses. They meet up, and basically Uko is swayed to the dark side, um, and he's basically told that they start a war with this other family. They can they can have he can have his own little uh, piece of paradise. All that this guy, the guy with the cane, wants is just a little spot to call his own. And Rama's listening to this, and he actually learns earlier in the film that the guy with the cane killed his brother. He's the one that killed his brother. And so to start the war, they want to kill uh, Mad Dog. I forget what his character's name is, but he's awesome. Like 20 guys. Like no one uses guns in this movie. Like if you want to kill somebody, just have another person walk up and shoot them. Don't have like 80 people come into a bar and fight to the death. With this guy who's clearly a much better killer. And then we get a glimpse of our last fight villain. The guy who Rama's gonna fight at the end, and he kills Mad Dog. Mad Dog dies in an alley, like holding a picture of his son that he never got to see. It doesn't come into anything. It just gives that character a little more depth. It was pretty good. And so basically, the end of the movie. I don't want to spoil too much. Stuff happens. There's this crazy, crazy girl. She's deaf. She wears thick sunglasses, and she fights with fucking hammers. And then there's another guy who kills people by hitting a baseball at their heads, and it's awesome. It's glorious. Like his two targets are just sitting talking, and he kills one by hitting a baseball at its head, at the guy's head. Sorry, sorry again. Um, the girl on the subway, she's awesome. I didn't know hammers could do this kind of. They don't look sharpened, but she just beats the shit out of people. Um, Uko kills his dad. He sides with Bijai or Bejo, whatever his name is, guy with the cane. Um, and Ika gets shot, and Rama is kidnapped. This all happens in like the span of a minute or two. Uh, and there's a great scene where Rama's fighting two guys in the back seat, one guy in the driver's passenger seat, and the driver. It's really just crazy. It's awesome. Again, all the fight scenes are amazing, and this is no different. This was fucking, oh my god, balls to the wall. And so it turns out that Ika, when he says that earlier in the film, that he's been where Rama's been. They come from the same place. He was basically saying, I'm undercover too, and the police labeled me a traitor. They said that I gave them bad intel, and they called me a crook. He's like, so if you want to finish this, the only way to do it is to kill everybody. And he dies. And Rama talks to the police, and the police are like, he's like, why didn't you tell me you had an undercover cop working with the Ban Gun was the father's name, and the cops like, oh well, it's not important now. I'll be like, bullshit, it's not important now. It's fucking important to me. So Rama says, just protect my family. I'm gonna kill everybody. My question is, if they had somebody already, now either Ika was lying, but why would he lie? He saved Rama's life, or there's something else going on. They don't really touch on it in this movie, but I wouldn't be surprised if this came up in the Raid 3, which they're confirmed doing. And yes, Rama is coming back, from what I hear. So Rama goes in there, fucking just plows right through the wall, crushes one guy against the wall, backs up, puts another guy through a fucking brick wall, gets out, fights about 20 fucking people. He's kicking ass. And while he's doing that upstairs, Yuko, the guy with the cane, and the police, the big police guy, Reza, are all having dinner. And basically he's saying, like, look, the deal I had with Grottos, that's over. He's like, new face, new prices. And Yuko goes to the bathroom, and he goes to tip the guy, the towel guy. And earlier in the film, Rama had slipped a bug in his wallet. So when he's going through his wallet to pay the guy to tip him, he sees the bug, and they're meeting with the police. So he automatically, he starts thinking, okay, one of these two guys ratted me out. So it turns out that they find out Rama's coming. So he sends more guy. The guy at the cane sends more people after him. And we have a great scene between the guy with the baseball bat and the baseball, and the girl with the two hammers in like a glass hallway, and it's fucking awesome. They hold no punches, and the end of the fight is just phenomenal. I don't want to spoil. I spoiled everything, but the way this one guy goes out is fucking awesome. And then he goes into the kitchen, Rama, and the final showdown happens. And this fight is brutal. I'll tell you what, Rama gets beat up in this more than he did the entire first Raid. He gets beat up more than John McClane, more than Dutch from Commando, more than John Matrix from Commando, more than Dutch from Predator, more than Rambo and any of those. He gets fucked up. He gets stabbed, like he gets cut in the face. His chest gets sliced like 3 times. He gets sliced right behind the knee. He gets his ass kicked. He gets buckshot to the fucking stomach. But this fight scene is brutal. It's these two guys. It's not like in the first one. Mad Dog's like a maniac. No, this a little more realistic, but a little more brutal too. And it's awesome. It's great. And Rama kills him. And so as he comes in, the guy with the cane starts shooting at him, but Rama gets behind cover, and he goes to toss the police captain the other shotgun, and Yuko intercepts it. He kills Reza, the police commissioner, whatever he is, and then he shoots the guy with the cane in the neck. and then he shows him the wire, like, you rat. It has something to do with a tattoo and the prison and from earlier in the movie. Kills he kills he kills the guy with the cane. Then he tries to kill Rama, but Rama whoops his ass. And the end of the movie is great. The end of the movie is Rama walking out of the restaurant, and the other family is ready to go to war. So there's like 20 Chinese or Japanese fucking people with lead pipes ready to fight, and they see Rama, and he's just like, they're talking, and it's all silent. We don't get to hear what they're saying, but it sounds like they're all from a job, and he says, "No, I'm done," and that's how the movie ends. Go get this movie right now. Stop. Turn me off. Watch the Raid. Watch the Raid 2, and go back and watch the Raid 2, and just keep watching it till the Raid 3 comes out. This movie was fucking awesome. Like I said, I don't know. I can't say that it was better or worse than the Raid because it's a totally different type of movie. There's much more story involved, character development. We get much more time with the villains. Rama almost kind of takes a back seat in some scenes. It's a completely different animal, but it works. It's fucking awesome. Go see it, rent it. This movie is just brilliant. It really is. All the fight scenes are amazing. The acting is fucking incredible. Of course, you got to watch it with the subtitles. It's a great movie. I highly recommend it. So that's it. All right. Thank you.